all right. Hi, everyone. It just took me like, I don't know, forever to get myself set up here because, of course, every time I go to a new house, got to find a new setup. Oh, I forgot to turn the light on. Hold on. This is not automatic. There we go. Oh, it's pretty bright out today. It was cloudy, but it's getting bright. So I'm hoping this works because, like I said, it just took me like an hour. Not really. It took me like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes to do this. Alrighty. So anyway, it is April the 5th. I am timeless. I have no watches on. I'm hoping this works because it's what I can do right now. It is 3:42 in the afternoon on April 5th. It is a Saturday. I am at my shepherd's house, which is an easier house to do. I do have 2 cats I'm going to take care of twice a day, so I have to go do that here in an hour. 2 hours. No, 3. At 7 o'clock, so that's a little longer. And they're not far away from here, so that's good. So anyway, I decided to try to do a video. Hopefully everything's, now that it fell on the floor and I had to set it down and, you know, everything, we'll see. Anyway, we're working on my riverboat. There's a glare, I'm sure, and I can't see exactly what I'm doing. We're working over in this blue color right here, kind of a light gray blue. It is 932, and it's number 22 on the pattern, which is an orange square. So anyway, let's see here. Oh yeah, so I found out, so this is one of my, I don't know, newer kits. The first ones I kind of did, I think. So anyway, I braided the threads, but I also have them looped on top of the cardboard. And the other day I was watching Lovecraft Forever, and she undoes this and just, drapes them through. And then she braids them. So that's why I'm having a hard time getting the threads off of here. So I'm gonna have to redo them, I guess, or put them on different things. I actually broke that one off, number 24. It's sitting here. Hopefully I don't lose it. So anyway. Hi, Vay. So yeah, this kitty job was unexpected. They needed me, and I said yes, I was available to do it. So, I'm like making an extra 50 bucks. I'm thinking, maybe I can buy myself more cross stitches, right? So, but then I'm looking and I'm like, I don't need any more cross stitches. I mean, there's always beautiful cross stitches I like, I want. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Because I can't see very well what the camera's saying. I'm sorry. So anyway, I was like, so I went to a couple websites. There's always cross stitches I want. Then I was like, you have those credit card bills to pay off. And if you got those paid off, you'd feel a lot better. And I know that by the time I get them paid off, I'll have another huge bill I'm going to have to put on them. But anyway, whatever. And they're like, yeah, I could do that. That's probably better. But darn it, I work really hard and I want a little, little something for myself. And then I'm like, yeah, but you're buying those scratchers every week and that's $5. And, this is between me and my head, by the way. This is in my head. I'm arguing with myself, basically. And, there's other things you've been, like, giving yourself lately. And, you're probably going a little overkill. And besides, the credit card you used, you lost. Remember? You lost the credit card. You don't know where it is. And you had to order a new credit card. And it'll be here soon. But you don't have the new credit card. So you can't use the credit card you normally use. That stopped me a few times these last few days to go get food out and all that. Like, oop, you don't have a credit card. I don't have too many credit cards I actually use for things. So I was like, oh, well, that'd be bad. And then, of course, I'm like, well, this cross stitch is, so much. And now the tariffs are going to be put on it. I think it's 10%. I'm not sure. It's crazy. So that's going to add, if you have to buy $50 to get free shipping. Yeah, you get some amount off on some of these, but you know, you're still, you know, there's still a 10% tariff you're gonna have to pay on that. So I'm like, that's another $5 or whatever. If it's just 10%, I'm not sure. And then I'm like, well, I have a lot of cross stitches, but I could always use more. But do I have any I really love? And I'm like, well, I do, but you know, I really shouldn't. So far I have not bought myself a cross stitch, which is probably good because I have a ton of these to get done, as you see. Not to mention these, I mean, I have a bunch of counted I can do, and anyway, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I don't know. So trying to stay away from cross stitches. There'll always be more beautiful cross stitches I want, but what to do? I get the magazines, and you know, I'm like, So yeah, so right now of course the credit card does slow it down, which is really good. I would not replace that credit card if it wasn't important to like food bills and stuff. I luckily had some cash on me this morning. When I took care of my kittens, my cats, they're old. I did a run to Smith's and got some Chef Boyardee because they have them for 99 cents a can. And me and my husband like to heat those up and have them for a meal real quick if we're running late, which is all the time. So I bought a dozen of those, and I bought some strudel bites to have with my coffee, which normally I try to get them in the clearance section, but the Smiths I went to didn't have any on the clearance section. So instead of paying $3, I had to pay $6. So that was all cash. So it was like 20 some dollars I spent. That's okay. And, you know, I still have food to buy for the next job I'm going to, which is the more difficult house, which I start on Thursday, I believe it is. I was telling my mom, well, I was talking to my mom. I saw my cousin's kid, Connor is doing a jogathon, a walkathon, whatever they're called nowadays. I used to do those at my school too, and you would get people to pledge money for however many laps or whatever you do. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. So my mom's like, yeah, I did that last year. I did $1. So mom and I are going to split the $1, and Tony's good with it. So then I was like, hey, I asked my AI, what day is Easter? Because I always forget, and because it moves, and it's the 20th. So I was like, okay, we should do a meal. I was like, when does grandma get home? And they said, you know, mom said the 14th. So I was like, we should do a family dinner. You know, I'm like a married person. I guess I'm supposed to be doing these meals, not at my house, because my house is not really, and I'm off work that day on the 20th. So, but it's not, you know, seeable for people, because that would take like 900 days to get that place where we can have company over. So I'd have to do it at mom's house. And then, like, what would I make? Because, you know, Tony doesn't like ham. So I'd have to make 2 dishes. Yeah. I don't know. It was just a thought, you know. Some stuff my uncle can't eat because his colitis. He may not even come over because I don't know what they're doing. So I just don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I got a book in from Thrift Books. I asked my husband to buy me, and he did. And it came in. It's called Unhooked. It's a retelling of basically Peter Pan in some way. I just started it. Of course, when I get done with it, it'll go into the Little Free Library once it's up and running. And then if it doesn't get borrowed, or after it's been borrowed and put back a few times, I'll take it over to Don's and trade it out. But I still am I'm still looking for books to put in there because I want to fill it up. And I know I can buy like a box of books from the Little Free Library website, but I'm just like, I'd rather go hunting for my own. And besides, we do have quite a few already, so. Yep. So last night the winds came up in the middle of the night. I was not having a good night. Ugh. And then, yeah, it was cold and windy, and it's been cloudy all day. So I was like, I took care of my kittens at like, went to Smith's, took care of my kittens at 7 in the morning, got back here, and took a nap until like 1 something. So I was like, oh crud. Made myself some lunch. And that nap was taken after I had my cup of coffee. Coffee does not always make me awake. And I drink light roast, which is supposed to be higher in caffeine. Oh, I gotta take my iron. I didn't take it last night because I was having acid reflux. And you can't take those together. And so, yeah. And then I had coffee. And coffee is another thing that the stuff in the coffee makes it where you can't absorb iron. So it's been quite a few hours. And so I need to take my iron pills because I can definitely feel kind of drained. I still have to, I'm not going to make it up there today. My other house, my meditation house, I went up there last night and did some cleaning up and getting more things packed up. So I was going to go back there today. I don't think I'm going to, I don't know, I might. It depends on my energy levels there in a little bit. I don't have all my cleaning stuff together. That was something I was supposed to go do, so I'll see what I've got. If not, it can wait till tomorrow. I have a few days until, although tomorrow I really need to get my thank you cards out to the people who gave us gifts. We have a couple gift cards to go do things. We have a couple, yeah, we have some nice things to go do. If I ever get time. My other half is, my husband knew my job. He was with me, several weeks after his defibrillator was put in. So he knows how my time goes. He's like, I understand, I get it, you can just tell, and I know I want to be with him more, and he wants me to be around more, but he knows, and I know it's just not doable right now. I didn't not marry someone who was rich who I could be a kept wife. Sorry to say. So yeah, I'm gotta work. So he understands that. But yeah, we're not gonna see each other until we're gonna see each other, but not be able to do much together till do some cleaning up the house or stuff for too long, for more than a couple hours, until the 16th, I think, is when I'm off. 16th to the 25th, so I'll have some time then. These people who get cross stitches done, they must sit down every evening or every whatever and work on them. And I just don't do that. Of course, like I said, it took me 40-some minutes just to set up here because, yeah, it's just the way it goes. Every place is different. I mean, oh dear, I didn't even take my blood pressure last night or this morning. Oh no. I think that's not good. I'll have to definitely take it tonight and tomorrow morning, and I was trying to get all my numbers so that way I could get a year's prescription of my blood pressure, instead of just 3 months worth. And then I have to get another prescription. So hopefully I can get that soon. So anyway, lots to do. Kind of taking a little time off here. Most of the shepherds, but they're pretty easy, and the cats, of course, but they're not too bad. I got Roland's fluids into him. He has to have under the skin fluids. That went really easily this morning. And he'd eaten a lot of food, so it's okay, good. So anyway, I just do what I'm supposed to do, right? Although when I get really tired like that, it sucks because I sleep all day and then, like, you know, as many hours as I can. Then I don't get anything done. Like cross stitching or going shopping when I need to do stuff. But anyway. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, I gotta pay bills by the 15th. And I use, of course, online apps, and my phone has knocked me out of all my apps, so I have to go find all my passwords. So now I gotta go do that and then get into things to make sure I have the money in the bank and then start paying the bills. We have snow up in the mountains today. It's probably gone by now, but when I woke up, the mountains are pretty white. Not totally white, but, you know, there was a good amount of patches of snow. So I guess I should be thankful I wasn't up at my meditation house because that's up there in the snow. And, well, I mean, I wouldn't have minded if I was up there and I didn't have anything else to do. But at least I wasn't, like, up there having to be anywhere. Although we don't normally get so much snow we can't get out of someplace. And I do have a 4x4. I definitely have my thimble on because this little needle, thin little needle for 14 count, definitely will put a hole in my finger, and that would not make me happy. So, yeah. Ugh, I hate whenever I get this where it doesn't want to go in. There we go. Binds up. Where are the scissors? Underneath everything, probably all the threads. There they are. There's a lot of this 932 because I have a whole extra little thing of it over here. These are my extras. 29 is not there. Did they miss it? Or did I take it off? I wonder if I took it off. I don't know. Or they didn't put it on there. Oh boy. Well, they didn't put it on there. Oh, I put it on there. I must have been using it. That is definitely double the amount that they put on there, so I popped it on here. Oh yeah, that's that brown that's in there, down here. Let's see, 22. I was looking at that one that Laura got a couple days ago. It was a Castle. What was it called? Castle or something she called it. There's a couple places that have it. It's a pretty good size one. There's one that's a smaller one, but I don't think it would turn out good. And there's a bigger one than one she got, I think, or whatever. I've been looking at them, and they're kind of pricey, and I'm just like, yeah, I just, I don't want to spend $50. I sure the heck don't want to spend $100 or whatever, right? So, again, I don't need any more big ones. Like, I don't need any more cross stitches, even though I love them. Like, you know, I don't get as much time to stitch as you would think. I usually am running around, or I'm tired, or, you know, cooking or cleaning, or, yeah, I don't get as much time as I should. Or, no, normally I'm doom scrolling, okay? Like, I just don't have the brain power to cross stitch, or don't know what I want to do in cross stitch, or so I don't stitch quite as often as I'd like. Otherwise, and I just don't stick to one project, otherwise I might get something done once in a while. So anyway. Oops. My mom was at a dog job for a few days. She got home the other day, so that was good. She at least gave her something to do, right? Tony's got, oh my, I think just a couple more rehabs. And then, yeah, then he's done there. Of course, we have to get him set up for the next one. Not the rehab, but the, another place to go. Like, we haven't done that yet, so he keeps things, you know, strong, his muscles stronger and stuff. He got, like, what do you say? He got seduced by a book. This book by, oh, I wish I could remember the name of the author. It's an old one. It's like, looks like a 70s book or something. Moon something or another, and I forgot her name. Elizabeth. I don't know why Elizabeth comes to mind. Anyway, he got the first book at the bookstore at Dawn's, and he didn't get the second one. I don't know why. I don't know if they had it or not, but anyway, so he ordered the second book, but he didn't want to wait for it. This is my impatient husband. I think I'm impatient. And so then he orders this flippin' Kindle edition, and I think the dog needs to go out and go potty. Sorry. Hazard to dog sitting. I'll let the pupper out. I'll let Claude get back in a minute. Let's see, what am I getting back in? This light is very close. Sorry, you're getting weird. Ah! Almost knocked the chair over. Hopefully I didn't put you too out of range. Probably did. Sorry. So anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, so he has the paperback coming, and he has a third one that arrived from Thrift Books. And when he's done with them, he'll put them in the little library whenever we get it. So that's cool. And he's like, it's such a good story plot. I was like, yeah, and I'm not home. So he's up until 0 Dark 30. He's not, like, there's, like, stuff that needs done, and I'm working. Little aggravating. I don't have time when I go by to do all that. Like, crud, Ola. But tomorrow, I'm hoping I have time, because we have to do our thank you cards, and I'm just gonna have to work on some of the stuff he hasn't done. He'll help me, it's just he gets distracted. Worse than me. It's like, the stuff has to be done. I don't want to waste my time doing it, but I have to, because he's not going to do it without getting pushed to do it. I guess that's part of being a wife, right? Oh well, anyway. Just wish I had a little more time at my home, but I don't. I have to work. And this is what my job entails, sorry. Anyway. Just the way it goes. I mean, yeah, these guys can be left, like where I'm at, they can be left for several hours and they're fine. But I've got other things I'm doing that I'm leaving them for several hours, so I can't go, you know, do other things like go to the house and get all the trash out, because he stacks trash up. He's horrible about that. He gets those Tuvala boxes and he puts all the cartons and everything in the box, and the box flipping gets big and heavy. And we gotta take them out. I'm like, get it out so I don't have to. Anyway. It's like, I will probably have to help do that. It's kind of like, you know, it's fine. It's aggravating, but it's fine. Anyway. So anyway, we got to get the thank you cards out tomorrow. So I've got to get addresses to the people and get the cards, thank you cards sent out. I don't have my wax stamps, my wax seals. So I'm just going to have to seal them normally and nothing fun. But that's okay. I don't have time to do all the fun stuff anymore. Sometimes it's like, if I could just get a little time to do some fun stuff. But all my fun stuff is piled in my closet because it's never gotten organized. I even got a hold of, I was trying to get hold of my friend who I paid $250 to help me out. Said, hey, you know, when you get time, I still need help organizing. Not a word. She's seen the message. It irks me because it's like, oh, I could use the help. I paid you. Never pay before you. I was doing her a favor. She needed help. And I don't even get help because her life's a mess, actually. I don't know. My life is chaotic. Like everybody's, it's funny how one of the ladies I work for, you know, my ex-friend Kelly used to say, you know, you got all these plates up in the air. And I'm like, yeah, until they break, you know, I'm juggling plates, spinning plates, whatever. And without even knowing that that was said, this other lady I work for said the same thing. And I'm like, yeah. My life, right? Just juggling plates or spinning plates until they start toppling down. It's like, can I just work a 9 to 5 and, you know, I don't know. I'm sure it'd still be chaotic because that's life, right? It's like I like to get caught up on some stuff and I just can't. And it's on the back burner. It's the way it goes. Crud, I have to go get paid by the lady that I was taking care of her cat. I think that's tomorrow too. I'll be near her, so. Hey, anything helps, right? See, that was another one I wasn't expecting. It's like, can I treat myself to something else? And I'm like, yeah, how about a credit card that's in debt? Just get me out of debt. That would be nice. For now, anyway, because it won't stay long. I know that much. My sister contacted me last night. My mom's got hearing aids from Costco, which are not like the best. They're not like, they're hearing devices, but they're not like hearing, like, you know, they're not as like fancy as some of the others out there that Mom probably can't afford, but Tony's got them and they do more for his hearing than, and they don't seem to break down quite as fast as hers do. So I don't know, but she'll probably go to Costco and get crappy ones again, and then, but I can't hear. Golly. Like, that's expensive, new hearing aids, no matter what you do. Like, all right. That's expensive. Oh, we bought my chair, which is hopefully a shorter chair so I can touch the ground. This one's not bad. At least I can put my toes down and I'm far back. So if I put a pillow behind me, it would be good. But anyway, bought my chair. We were trying to, you know, buy stuff that might start costing extra, but, you know, we don't have enough money to do all that. So instead, they'll just either be less buying or, I don't know, coming up with the extra. I think it's just 10% right now. I don't know what he's decided on. So, you know. Things are just going to cost a little bit more, and I don't really have it. So, yeah, fun. Luckily, I have a lot of cross stitches I can do, I guess, and just stop wanting the other ones. It's not like I don't have a couple gigantic ones, because I have some monstrosities, trust me. Like, sheesh. I have nowhere to put them if I ever get them done. It's really not where to put them. It's more like, you know, just working on them. I think this one in the house that I want to do with this one, I'll put up somewhere. Hopefully I have enough thread to do this line. I hate to start a new thread, but I may have to just to finish this line. If I can find the hole. There it is. Well, at least once Tony gets done with his rehab, we won't be paying, you know, all that money for him to go. Holy moly. That'll be one bill we won't have. Although my chair was like $200. But it was like, you want to get it because, you know, once they're out of their stock, they're going to start putting the tariffs on it because it's from China or whatever. So yeah, so he got me a chair. I don't know where we're going to put it, but anyway, there's going to be a lot of, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, truthfully. I have cross stitches, but there's going to be less buying from, like, I haven't bought from Temu. I don't plan on it because it's going to cost so much more. And I just don't have those, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's not that much. It is to me. Oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. No, 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 no. I had one stitch left. Oy, uneven thread. One stitch left. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Come on. There we go. Wire needle threaders. You twist them and then you got a problem. Okay, don't go further than that. There's the down, and then tail is in the, there we go. There we go. I bought all these new Q-snaps. I'm not even using them. That's good. Oh, well. Alrighty, guys. Well, I got at least that done. Well, have a good rest of your weekend. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. If it is a weekend for you, I know a lot of people don't get weekends off anymore. So anyway, be safe out there. Talk to you later. Where's the button? There's the button. Bye. Let's see. Did it do it? I don't think it did.